When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, First Bank Stadium, home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Commodores will get us started with the opening kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jefferson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So South Carolina's offense will start this game off. And we'll get a quick look at one of the early leaders for the Heisman. Winning the award as a running back certainly demands something beyond the normal. He's going to have to put together a stellar season, David.
No, he will. And listen, it's hard for running backs to get this award. Now, it is a quarterback award, but recent years, Ashton Jeanty, you saw him there, but you got to be the catalyst. You got to be the straw that stirs the drink. You got to put up huge numbers. So far, Palmer, he's been a catalyst. He's been great. He's just going to have to keep it going.
And his numbers are pretty good now. I think they have a chance to get force feed him the football. He's going to have to play big in those games if they're going to keep winning. So keep an eye on this guy as a Heisman favorite because he's
turning it on. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Fires to the big fella. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Gamecocks lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense. You're putting it on your offensive line on third down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. The Gamecocks will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll go to the toss. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative one.
To the air on 2nd down. Quickly complete. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Fires left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. With the catch, it's Clark. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, that helped the completion percentage, but the idea was yards after the catch, and it didn't happen.
Great job on defense, too. See ball, get ball. They saw exactly when that ball was spit out. You saw the defense fly to the football.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got the back in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down to the running back here to help your offense out.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. He's got it on the run. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Still some work to do here on 3rd and goal from the 3. On the ground. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
If the offense continues to put drives like that together, this defense is in trouble. How about the balance, the ability to throw the football, run the football, keep the defense guessing, and then when it gets closer to the end zone, the physicality to punch it in. Great start for this offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Vanderbilt's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Scanning the field, it's Collins. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go to the ground. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. All the way down to the 11 before This offense strikes. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Pulls and fires complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Let's take a big view here about Vanderbilt. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
After that last one, they're staring at a 2nd and long. 1st down marker just short of the goal line. Looking for a man. It's Collins. Pressure coming. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Back has it. Got room to work. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback.
And if you're going to throw a heater like that as a quarterback, you better be accurate because tips lead to picks, especially when you're throwing it over the middle of the field. That time trying to find his tight end, but it is not an accurate throw. It goes up in the air, and the defense makes him pay with the pick.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
They think there's room to run to the right here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude, and they didn't.
To the air, it's Collins. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Right on the money. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Off play action. They're working that left side. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. They put on the heat and they blocked it. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Working that left side now. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Got his man quickly. At the 35, he's got room. There he goes to the left. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Hold and finds his man on the left. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The sure hands, it's Barnett. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The lone back's got it. Fights off a defender. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They go right back to it. Sweet cut there. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Back to throw, it's Collins. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around to make it an easy passing catch.
They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5.
About to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. Caught behind the line. It's Fields. They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Guys, it's been an entertaining first half and not a lot of time left to put some more points on the board.
No, but you got this possession right here to maybe go into the half tied up. So good first half, but a great way, Jesse, to end this first half.
Yeah, you'd love to take that momentum into the second half. And listen, this offense practices 2-minute every single week for this exact situation. They'd love to be able to go generate a few more points before taking it into the locker room.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Moving away from pressure. He'll pull it down. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one.
And he's really proven to this defense that he's just not a one-trick pony. He can beat you through the air, and now he can do this. Now he can take off and scramble, move the sticks, get us first down for his offense. This defense, they're starting to learn pretty quickly. This guy is a talented joker at quarterback.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Grabbed over the middle, it's Grove. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage, and he did a really good job of that right there.
Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, South Carolina. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Handoff to the single back. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Collins. Pocket breaking down. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Nashville, and we've had a lively first half. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering two things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? And with that, let's send it back to the guys at First Bank Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Gamecocks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Miranda. I imagine imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Quick release on the RPO. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Commodores will punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Wants to return it. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Got the first down and more. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to...
Touchdown! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Commodores in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They go to the ground. Creates a little space. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. To the ground with the back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Handoff from the gun. Breaks the tackle. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown Doors! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Slithers into space. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And the Gamecocks want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Makes the grab. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
It's a running room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the beatdown has ensued.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Trying play action. Catch in the middle, it's Barnett. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, it's Collins. Quick completion on the out route.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking to throw for it. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
And And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The offense changing the play. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on second down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Let's go. Quick. Double. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Past the 40. Oh, he's got some space. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Gamecocks are on the move. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Got his man. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Welsh. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Powell. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best 3rd down offenses in the country. They'll try to tack on a little extra to this lead with a touchdown here on 4th and goal. Trying to bully their way in. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. NC State was far from the friendly confines of Carter Finley Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Pulls it in. It's Fields. Running through contact. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. On the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas. They need to pitch and catch a little bit and throw the football around.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Wants to throw. It's Collins. He's got his man. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The Commodores will snap it on 1st and 10. Creates a little room. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. All right, let's get it. Right. They'll start this drive with a pass. Finds his man. It's Grove. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially.
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the 1st half, and now if
intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll try the right side. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They have dropped a hush on this entire stadium, David, by controlling this game.
And there's nothing like shutting up the home crowd. You love it. Nothing like having a big lead in the fourth quarter, Palmer, and not having to stress or worry.
Yeah, really impressive just seeing how they were able to take everything from the practice field this week and apply it to game day. They've been locked in all week with the game plan, running and throwing the football, man. This has been impressive.
To the air, it's Underwood. Hauls it in. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback making checks. Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. They finish it off with a touchdown and seal up this game.
Yeah, this might be what you call garbage time, and it might not really matter because you know the game's out of reach, but I like it. Keep executing, keep finding some more plays. Hey, maybe you find a play later on down the season that you might come back to and say, hey, this actually worked in this situation.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough, so it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Gonna run it, it's Fields. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're gonna have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play, it's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Collins. Makes the grab over the middle. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
They'll try the run and some room to work. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down. And the Commodores come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Under fire. Makes the catch, it's Fields. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 6th play of the drive coming up. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. Got it on the outside, it's Coleman. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
7-yard line. 1st and goal.
After this, it'll be a wrap.
Here we go, here we go.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on